Good morning? Can I still call it that if it's like 10:30? Today is the first day of week 6. Oh my gosh, on the AT. I am here at Boots Off Hostel where I stayed last night. I'm at the tail end of another kind of break in Hampton, Tennessee by Lake Watauga. I spent a Nero and yesterday was my 0 with family. My grandparents and uncle and folks came out and my boyfriend came out and spent the night at an Airbnb with my mom and boyfriend, and then they headed out yesterday and I got myself a bunk at Boots Off so I didn't have to figure out camping after they left at dinner time, and I'm having a slow morning today. So it was a wonderful time. We spent a lot of time floating on the water and hanging out by the water. So really good break time for me. And Boots Off has been amazing. The outdoor shower is phenomenal. I definitely recommend staying here. Definitely in my top 5 so far on the AT in terms of hostels. Today begins my slow trek to Damascus while I chill my pace a little bit to wait for Turtle Team. The more I think about that, the more excited I am about it though, because the slower I go, the more I can take in and the more nature appreciation you guys are gonna get. So be ready for that in the next few days. Yeah, it's like 10:30 here. My plan is to start hiking about 11. So I'm just kind of doing a slow pack up. I am clearly the last one in the bunk room. So definitely my slowest morning on trail so far, but I am enjoying it. Maybe not the slowest. I think I did this kind of slow pitter at the NOC as well, but anyway, not a bad way to start the week. So gonna pack up and head out of here very soon. Okay, I made it out of Boots Off. I will say that at every hostel in town, I don't want to call it pressure, but there is always so much temptation to hang out and just stay one more night and just stay a little longer, just get lunch, and then, but then there's a game that's getting played, just stay for that, and then, we're going into town for dinner, and then suddenly you have another bunk. And that is what people call the vortex, when you get vortexed into a place. So I'm just saying that I'm proud of myself for making it out. Something I wanted to kind of give a update about. If you remember in week 4 with my first trail breakdown, we'll call it, and then my kind of reflections about loneliness and isolation on trail last week, I took the things that I had learned about the last time that I said goodbye to family, and I made some changes for this time. So what I did this time, and it seems to have helped. I mean, saying goodbye to the people you love is always a hard process, but this time I did not plan any miles after the goodbye. I gave myself space and time and booked a warm bed to have the comfort of that after I said my farewells, and that was fantastic. Carving out specific time for myself to feel sad and miss my people really helped. It also helped to have community around me immediately after that. And I came in and immediately was kind of enveloped in the support and love of the hiking community. There were about 20 people all together mulling around, and it was just really nice to be able to have that like extended trail family around me immediately. So it's all a learning process, but the transition from visiting with loved ones to being back on trail is something that needs attention and consideration. And I think that I am learning and did a much better job with it this time around. This time of year is really cool because the dogwoods are in bloom, and so you can look through the forest and go, oh, white flowers, there's a dogwood. Oh, there's a dogwood, there's another one through there, there's another one through there. That's just really cool. Spending my day going, oh, dogwood. Look at all the fresh spring green buds on the trees. Oh, leaf. It looks really idyllic silhouetted on that bright blue sky. Today is definitely windy. I'm doing a bit of a grueling uphill road walk at the moment, but the wind is a nice warm spring breeze. So I'm already tucked in at the shelter. I got here with plenty of time, which I knew would happen because today was just an easy 9. But it's not actually that cold, but it is windy. So I'm all tucked in, and usually I sleep with my head at the front of the shelter, but because of the wind, it is coming in here a little bit. So I got my head to the back, which is throwing me off. But at this point, I'm just killing time until I eat my bag salad and pretzels. Good morning. It is almost 10 o'clock and I haven't moved. Enjoying a slow morning. Many dandelions with lots of little bees doing their busy work. The iconic barn. I just saw a very cool bird. First time that I know of that I've seen it, or at least identified it in the moment, but it was a worm-eating warbler. New to me. Super cool, olive green, and some really distinctive line patterns on its head. Really cool.
I'm freaking hungry. I'm eating. When I was a SOBO.
Good morning. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a phoebe calling just outside the shelter. It keeps flying by. I'm not sure if I can still call it morning. It's like 11 o'clock and I haven't packed up. This is continuing my slow roll to Damascus to bridge the gap between me and Turtle Team. I was thinking about it today, and this kind of feels like vacation on trail, which has been really nice. I feel like a lot of this, first month was a lot of learning about the trail and getting trail legs and learning the ways of the trail and living outside and all of this stuff. And it's been kind of nice to just relax for a few days. I'm definitely excited to get going again with a little bit quicker pace and some more mileage, but in the meantime, I am really enjoying this slow roll. So. Fun fact, this little thing that I used to think was a fungus, just for scale here, there's the trail, it's pretty small underneath the May apples here. That is actually a plant, technically an herb. It's called American cancer root, and it grows on the roots of specific types of oak trees. First bear.
It's so much less sketchy than most bears I've ever seen.
See.
Hey, little buddy. Did you get a good photo? He's looking right at us, and then he looked away.
Oh, there he goes. Good morning. Last night I stayed at Abingdon Gap Shelter, and a bunch of people showed up that I had gotten ahead of that I know. So it was really nice to catch up with them and have people. It's just really nice and warm to have people arrive at the shelter and be like, hey, how are you? It feels like, I don't know, it's the same warmth as like the show Cheers, if anyone has seen that, where you want to be where everyone knows your name, and that's exactly what that feels like. And that is what I have been craving at shelters. Today I am headed down to Damascus. It is essentially it's 10 miles down to town, and 7 of those are downhill. It's the way it goes. You always drop down to town, and then it'll probably be a climb up out of town when I leave. But headed down, I'm gonna see my grandparents, which will be fun. Small update about waiting for my tramily. I sent them a message to see kind of what their projected arrival date for Damascus was. I was running on the assumption that they were 3 to 4 days behind me, and which was true a few days ago when I had checked in originally. That's how far back they were, and I figured by taking 4 days instead of 2 to get to Damascus and then another day off in Damascus, that would just about bridge the gap. But things change, and I messaged them today, and it turns out they're more like 6 days behind me still. So that's a bit longer than I am willing to just hunker down and wait. A day or two, yes. Almost a week, that's a bit much. I know that there's the saying, hike your own hike, which is to say you have to do what you have to do to get your own hike in for the Appalachian Trail and have your experience. And I'm trying to balance that with getting my social needs met, which is really difficult. I'm finding the most challenging part of this trail is that. So I don't have any brilliant ideas. I think I am still going to take the time I was planning on in Damascus, taking that time off. And then the group of people I just kind of found myself in or with at the last shelter are also going to be taking a zero tomorrow in Damascus. And it sounds like doing some activities that I may enjoy, so I may connect with them when my grandparents leave town and spend some time together with them. But after that, my plan is to hike on, and I will just have to find my tramily out on the road, essentially. I'm looking forward to finding people to hike with consistently again. I am tired of feeling alone on trail and being alone at camp. So, but I also trust that I will find other people. That was always a possibility. It just felt more like a comfort and feasible for me to wait for the tramily I knew I had behind me. But I think I am switching gears and going to be looking ahead at a tramily further north on trail. So it means staying strong and being a solo hiker for a little longer, but I can do it. So there it is. Walking on up the trail this morning. And there's a camp here with trash and a sock. Let's pack it out. If you pack something into the woods, please pack it out. Virginia! I'm gonna be here for the rest of time. I'm just kidding, but really a quarter of the trail is in Virginia, so this is the last state line I'm gonna see for a while. All right, I have officially walked into Virginia. I had a special snack at the state line there, which was very nice, sponsored by my friend Kelsey. And yeah, I'm really excited to be out of Tennessee, to be frank, because shelters will now have privies again, and bear cables for those who need to hang their bear bags, and bear boxes. And I've been missing those amenities more than I thought that I would. So excited to be in Virginia, even though it's a very long section of trail. So at this point, I have about 3 miles down into Damascus, where I will be meeting up with my grandparents. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having a little bit of time off there. Might connect with other hikers, start making my plan for the next section. We will see. Damascus, here I come. The forest smells sweet right now. I'm not really sure how to describe it. There's no flower patches. I'm not really sure what it's coming from, but it smells so good, and it's looking so green. Look at all that fresh spring green. So sweet. Check it out.
already did him. Here he is.
A nice way to wake up the legs after a double zero. Watch out for that rock.
Good morning. Back out in the woods. It's really nice to have gotten away from the road noise this morning and hear the birds again. I took my first double zero in Damascus because weather was rolling in and friends had also rolled in. Not Turtle Team, but other friends that I know from trail, Magpie, Sparky, Tech, and Cyclo came in, and I ended up hanging out with them and sharing a room with them. So I'm actually out here hiking with them today. You'll probably see them. And that was really nice. Feels luxurious to take a double zero. But as it goes, you hike down into town and then you immediately hike back up out of town with a full pack of resupply and water. So we are on the up with heavy packs this morning, but I'm just so happy to be out here. We've got some big milestones coming up this week and some trails that I have been on before, so it'll be cool to experience those as a thru hiker. And I'm just so excited to still be out here, and I'm really refreshed to have some friends around me today as well. So very nice. Good morning. Today I'm feeling some pretty strong appreciation for the fact that I have everything on my back that I need to survive and thrive in the woods for 5 days. And the process of getting to that point and feeling confident with my needs and the fact that I have exactly what I need has gotten so much more natural. And I'm feeling really strong and peaceful about my abilities to provide for myself like this. And I'm just thinking about that a lot this morning and feeling really appreciative of the process. Appalachian Trail, Creeper Trail. Amazing. So we're at the shelter, doing my shelter chores. I'm over here at the privy, and inside, someone has written the whole, at least first bit of the Lorax in the privy. Reading material, I guess, while you do your business.